Hello everyone, this is Kia Green with Kia Green Productions, and today I'm wanting to do this video to really talk about some things that I'm seeing in this Umar Johnson community. I want to address a lot of things that's going on. I have come to the conclusion the Umar Johnson community, or the ones that talk about him or even fuss and fight on live streams, are going on, and we're facing some mental illness in this community. It's online, YouTube, it's out in the world. I have watched several videos of people just downright fist fight, basically keyboard warriors, right on a live, talking about different issues that's going on in the community. I have to keep putting this out there. I did see another video that talks about him supposedly going to go to court. Okay, let me explain something to everyone on here. You need to do your research, because this character or actor is not going to go anywhere. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. And I do have proof of that, but what's the point of putting that on here? My main thing is to speak today is about mental illness in this community on YouTube. And it's sad, because people are arguing about this man. Yeah, he has taken money. Yes, he's not going to open a school. Yes, he's doing this, and yes, he's doing that, but that's not really the focus. I think the focus, in my opinion, I have a list of issues I see that's in this community, and people are just on here lashing out. They're trying to get views. If they fight, if they argue, if they talk crap, then that's going to get them views. That's not really going to get views. You know, I've seen this on other bigger channels, but they're making money off of these videos that they put out there. To me, I think the whole thing with Umar Johnson, he's connected to some really big people that we're going to sit here and argue about this stuff. I'm not going to do it. And there's I still see mental illness. These are some of the problems I see. When somebody talks and speaks and says things 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Give me your cash app. Get on the cash app. Get on the cash app. Get on the That is a mental illness. These are some of the mental illnesses that I see right here in these YouTube streets, as some people say. And they're issues. And I think people are using these videos to lash out. I think they're using them to try to get views. And then I feel that they'll jump on other people's videos so they can see if they can get views off of that video, so that all the people can go off of those subscribers. Let me explain something to everyone on here. If you're not making any money off of this, you're just wasting a lot of time. Because like I said before, this man is not going anywhere. Okay, you can call all the businesses you want to. You can complain to businesses, but you have to understand something. I am a small business owner. And it would hurt me to know that someone would call on my business or put a negative review because of something that's going on that you feel. That's more mental illness. That's a mental illness right there, because that's not going to help nobody. But these are the issues right here. Trust issues, mental trauma. It could be any mental trauma. Toxic ex, porn addiction. That's on here too. In the Umar Johnson community, insecurities, depression, secrets, fear, anxiety, childhood trauma, molestation, rape, being a victim, different things, wearing your heart on your sleeve. Those are some of the issues I see in this community. There is a lot of mental trauma here, because who in their right mind, right? And it's not really to bash anyone, but I did see a video, it's public, right on YouTube, that this guy supposedly worked for Umar Johnson. And this is my thing. If you're going to work for somebody, Don't you know if you're going to get paid or not? He's not going to give you no W-2, but he should be giving you like an I-9 for independent contractor if you're working for somebody, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. But we're on here, not me, but we got people on here that's arguing about this stuff. If this man's going to get paid, if he's going to kick this man's ass, if he's going to do this, if he's going to do that. Nobody's going to do nothing to this man. It's going to be the same thing. I've been checking this out for some years now. I've been doing videos. I try to put out funny things because it's very mentally draining and it's a lot of negative energy even thinking about doing anything about this. I mean, what are we going to do? We sit here, we do lives. You know, it might be 2 hours, it might be 6 hours, it might be 8 hours talking about this man. But guess what? The next day, nothing has happened. I've heard so many accusations on here. I've even ran down some of them, and I even called some places, and nothing has happened. We got to fix us as the melanated people, or black people, or African American if you call yourself that, or indigenous. We got to work this thing out. Because are we using these videos to lash out, to stop this man? Or are we using them because we have some issues going on? Because I'm not going to get on here and argue with these people that's back and forth on here, okay? I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to waste my time. But the mental illness stuff is eventually going to have to, it's going to have to be fixed. Because I'm sure all of you either have a boyfriend or a fiance or a husband or a wife. And when you have issues like this, it causes problems. Because it's like your Umar Johnson character, you don't like him, you don't like what he does, so you go and you make videos about it. So that means that you're lashing out. You're not fixing the problem. I mean, the problem is, do you think he's ever going to be on American Greed? No. Do you ever think this is going to be on the news? No, because I've contacted a couple of news stations and they don't want nothing to do with it. Okay? They did not contact me back. They kept sending me Philadelphia, Wilmington, Delaware, and then they sent me back to Philadelphia, then they sent me back to Pennsylvania. These people don't want to hear this stuff, okay? Because it doesn't mean nothing to them. This man was put in the community as a test to see, are we still falling for the okie doke? Are we still falling for the banana in the tailpipe? Are we still like giving money? You know, you got a lot of people that's on these channels that they look like they have mental illness. Okay? They have a mental problem of some sort. And they come on YouTube, they make videos, they argue and they fuss and they fight because they have no other way or no other outlet. And there's plenty of them. You got Tariq Nasheed. You got Polite. You got Young Pharaoh. Michi X. Yvette Carnell. Boyce Watkins. Umar Johnson. SETI. I mean, just all of these people. All of them. Seems like they all have a problem. You got Tariq Nasheed against Umar. Umar against this person against that person. I mean, when is this gonna like end? Every story has an ending. That's my new motto now. Mental illness runs deep in our community. Children, when they were growing up, were getting beat with extension cords. You know, being taped down with tape. Being messed with when they were children. Looking at pornography. Doing different things going on. There's a lot of issues in this community. And putting out a video about this man, I mean, when are the authorities going to get involved? And please don't tell me about this, the fdmg school is going to be sued. I think that's just another smoke screen. I think it's a diversion. I think that nothing's going to happen with it. Just like nothing happened when he went to court for his his degree, psychology degree. Nothing happened. It went right under the rug, and now we're talking about something else now. Now we're talking about this man is not being paid. He's homeless. Well, let me explain something to you about that, because I have my opinion about it. It's easier for a man to get a job than a woman. A man can go out here and rake leaves. He can cut wood. He can mow grass. He can fix somebody's car for money. Okay, there's too many ways of making money. He could paint someone's house. He could help them put a new refrigerator in somebody's home. He could deliver food. There's so many ways of making money out here. And now I see these cash apps are starting to float around where people want you to give money for something. But what am I giving the money for? If somebody wanted to give Kia Green, that's me. If you wanted to give me some money, then that's nice. Okay, I can just put my cash app out there. Okay, I can give it to you if you want it. I mean, but just having your cash app just float around out here. Oh yeah, let's give Johnny, let's give him $10. Oh, there's a problem going on in the YouTube community, and we got to help this guy out. Help what out? It's easier for a man to make money than it is a woman. If you go in any major city, right, and tell me if I'm lying or not, go in any major city and go on the corner, who's usually standing on the corner? Is it a woman or is it a man? Most states I've gone to, it's usually a man standing with a sign. When that man could go and rake somebody's yard, he could do a lot of different things, but he just won't, because a lot of people are lazy. Mentally, physically, emotionally, they're just lazy people. They don't want to do the work. And I know this is not really a Umar Johnson video, but this whole thing about this guy, Don, I do feel bad for him, but did he not know that he wasn't going to get paid? Nobody starts a job and don't get paid. That's just like me going to work at Chick-fil-A. I start today, and then a week from now, I don't get paid. Who does that? The company can actually be sued because we do have labor laws in this country. We do. But it's like, that's a corporation. Corporations have to pay you. So they don't owe me any money. So what am I supposed to do? Go to HR? Tell them about it? Call a news station? So am I hired? Am I supposed to get money? This man should have known if this guy was going to pay him or not. Umar Johnson basically is a shady character. I don't trust him. And I don't really care for him like that because of the things I see him done in the community. We're not talking about the real issues. What about all this money that he raised? What about his organization? And my thing is, he has some mental issues. He does. He has mental trauma. Another question about this whole Umar situation. Where is his mom? Question mark. Where is his dad? Question mark. Does he have any aunts, any uncles, any cousins, any sisters, any brothers, any grandmothers, any great-grandmothers? Where is his family? Why don't his family correct him and tell him that he shouldn't be out here doing these things? Why do we have to be the ones that have to be like the detectives? Okay, why do we have to be like the Inspector Gadgets of YouTube to try to stop this man? We can't do nothing because I know what's behind this. But I'm not even going to waste my time because I've listened to a video that told me from like 6 or 7 years ago that told me about these characters that's on YouTube. They're not going to be stopped. They're going to keep going and going and going and going and going. No, the FBI is not going to get involved in it. No, the CIA is not going to get involved in it. No, the big organizations are not going to get involved in it because they don't give a damn. Who cares about a man that has a building in Wilmington, Delaware, in a bad area? It's known for drugs. It's known for crime. It's known for different sexual things that go on in that community. It's known for it's a low down area. Yes, there's people that live there. I'm sorry that they do, but people choose what they want to do in this world. We choose what we want to do. So, what can I say? We have to get and move on forward to something else. This man is not going to be stopped. You can call all these businesses you want to. You can keep calling the Department of Education. You can still call and talk about all this stuff. You can talk about all these people on YouTube, what they're going to do, what they're not going to do. You can go keep filming different things that he's doing. You can keep talking about the building, that it has a hole in the roof, that he hasn't paid taxes. He hasn't done this. He hasn't done that. Do you think that America gives a damn about what this man does? This man was put in the community. Can I say this again so we can hear? This man was put in the community to as a test to see if black people are still doing the same things that they're doing. And yes, they are still doing them. They're still gullible. They're still naive. Okay, we're not doing what we're supposed to do. We should have known in the beginning that this was a scam. How can he teach a child of somebody's when he can't even take care of his own children? He's not allowed to be around his children. That's been documented. Okay, because I did a video about that in his record. So a man that can't take care of his children, not allowed to be around his children, he has to be supervised around children, then there's a problem. Trust issues, mental trauma, toxic ex, porn addiction, insecurities, depressions, secrets, fear, anxiety, childhood trauma, heart on sleeve. This man has a lot of childhood trauma, lots of mental trauma, lots of issues. And now we got people that's on YouTube that's following behind this to try to figure this out. I'm not Inspector Gadget, and I don't want to be. I just want to be a YouTube content creator that can put out some really good stuff with some badass editing skills that I do have. But do I want to waste my time, keep talking about this man and see what he gonna do? He's not going anywhere. He's going to run this scam in as long as he can. Why would the FBI get involved in something like this? Bernie Madoff was put in jail because people actually really lost money with him. Millions and millions of dollars. Have you ever watched the show American Greed? How do you think those people get on that show? Take a guess. They get on there because some people report it, and it's actually newsworthy. To me, this is nobody really... Does anybody have a receipt that they even got from him for him paying the money or giving money? I really have my thoughts that there's a lot of people that's behind this, and I think it's a group of people that is behind this, basically, that are behind it or is. I really, really feel that it's a group of people that's on YouTube that is a part of this scam. Okay, and I kind of figured that out by how people talk. Now you got this girl Tiffany. I see videos about her now. Supposedly somebody did a video about her. They were saying that she might be sleeping in Wilmington, Delaware. And then the video was, Umar said, well, where did you come in from? Oh, I came in from California. Really? This stuff is just too draining and too energy draining. I think we have more topics that we can talk about. I know people love drama. I know people love soap operas. I know people love the Atlanta Housewives. I know they love all that kind of like drama stuff, but we're still in the same situation from the day I started this YouTube channel until now. We're still in the same situation. When is this whole Umar Johnson situation going to end? When is mental illness going to be addressed with this man? When is mental illness going to be addressed with other people that are doing these videos? Because everybody has an issue in their past that they have not fixed. So all they do is they go on YouTube, they lash out, okay, and they say all kinds of ridiculous things. They cuss, they fuss, they talk all kinds of stuff just to try to get views. But let's talk about this again. See, a lot of people don't understand this. I am a marketer, so I understand how the algorithm of YouTube goes. I've looked at some videos that got millions of views, but guess what? They're not talking about Umar Johnson. They're talking about other stuff. They got millions of views and they're making a lot of money a month. All I see on these channels, 1,000 views, 2,000 views. That's nothing. 28,000 views. That's nothing. You're not making no money with it though. That's the thing. There's no money being made. And it's basically you're wasting your time. What time do you have to get on here? If I'm a small business owner and I have to run my business, what time do I have to come on here and talk about this man and argue about him with any of these YouTubers that I just spoke out of? I have other ones I can speak about too, because I think there's some mental illness that's running through this community. I know some people might not like this video that I'm putting this out, and I could lose subscribers, and that's fine, but I have to put this on the line. There are some mental illnesses that's running through this community, because it's like, let's just say one channel talks about something, somebody else takes it, puts it on their channel, and then put their opinion about it. Why don't we do research about this man, and where did Umar Johnson come from? Question mark. Why is he still in this community? Question mark. And it's basically like he's getting free marketing, because every time you put his name in a video, he's getting free marketing. So the other thing I've heard with some videos is he went to some yoga studio or something, and supposedly a fire or something happened, or something got damaged. Okay, anybody in their right mind would know all businesses have insurance, right? My business has insurance. Okay, so if a business gets damaged, they're going to get their money back. They don't need Umar Johnson to be a part of that. So something is not right about that. Something is not right about the whole building situation, him even having that building. This has been going on for too long. Just because you paint something doesn't mean that it's yours. You know how old, does anybody on YouTube really know how old that building is? If you do research, you would know. That building was built in 1946, okay? 1946. It's one of those dates. The building is old, okay? That's just a little gem for anyone that wants to know something. It's an old building. When the Moria Academy had it, it was an old building. Okay? It's an old building in a bad community that nobody really wants. I'm surprised he's even still running this scam in 2020. It's about to be 2021. And we're still talking about Umar Johnson. And we're talking about the building. We're talking about the lawsuit that's against him. Nothing's going to happen with that anyways. Believe me, it's not. The next thing with his the whole psychology degree, him not having a degree. I know about this whole degree thing. I have information about that. People are still wasting their time trying to figure out if the degree is real or not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come out about a video about that, because there were some guys back in the day that used to make degrees basically to show that they had something. But anyways, that's where you do your digging. I have over 20 years of research experience. If I really want to find out anything on the internet, I could. But I'm not going to put too much time into this because it's not leading anywhere. It's a joke. It's a joke. This whole thing is a joke. This man has some anxiety problems. He looks like he has some childhood trauma. He has some insecurities. He has depression. He has porn addiction. He basically has all of this stuff. And people still keep following behind him. He's going to get in trouble now. I got the truth about it. And now that this is real, and he's going to go to jail. And no, he's not going to go to jail. Because if you know, like I know, and the information that I know, he's not going to go to jail. So a lot of energy has been brought into this. My energy has been brought in. Other people's energies has been brought into this. This is basically, some people are beating a dead horse. They keep beating on this, beating on this, beating on this, beating on this. Now the new thing is about the guy that got scammed because he worked for Umar. Well, let's look at it like this. How did he get the videos of going inside the building? Wasn't he inside the building? Wasn't he in there and all that? Couldn't he have just given him that footage? Let's just be real. Who else has been in that building? Anyone? I mean, really? We always do videos on the outside of it, but do we really know what it looks like on the inside? Okay, yeah, we saw the video. I saw it, but I never commented. I never said anything because I don't want to get involved with that, because I understand what's behind all of this. This is all one of the biggest hoax that I've seen in the black community, melanated, indigenous community. We keep falling for the banana in the tailpipe. We keep believing that it's going to change one day. This man's going to go to jail. No, he's not. This is going to run until the wheels fall off. And if he does go to jail, he's going to get out. Just like nothing happened when this whole thing with his degree happened and he went to court. What happened? What else happened with that? That's going to tell you what's going to happen with this right here. What? Some people made a lawsuit against him. What money does he have to pay these people anyways? I'll wait. What money does he have that he's going to help pay somebody? It's too many inconsistencies that's in this community. Information sometimes is really faulty. I was running behind this whole thing when they said the land is a Browns field. And I called the EPA and all that stuff. I talked to all those people. I have information on that too. But do I want to waste my time putting all this stuff on here? For what? It's not going to do anything. He's still going to run around. That's what I see. But there was a guy, maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, that did a video. And he actually brought out some really good things. And it's not just about Umar. It's about the whole conscious community. You know, this guy was rooting for Malachi York. Do you know about that, Malachi York? That's mental illness right there. This man had a compound down in Atlanta, Georgia with children and all kinds of stuff. And he was doing a lot of sexual things to children and all kinds of stuff, Malachi York. So why do I want to run behind somebody that then, oh, here's the other part. You got people that are supporters of Umar Johnson. You're supporting him for what? What is it that he's doing? He wrote a book that's terrible. The YouTube reviews have been bought and paid. You got some people saying the book was excellent. There's so many raves and reviews, but it's terrible. Very terrible. Well, this is all I have to say for right now. The mental illness in this community for YouTube and ones that do videos and lash out at businesses and lash out at basically everything that they can think of might need to evaluate themselves. Because I'm not going to call these businesses, I'm not going to call these organizations, I'm not going to do any of this stuff. Because guess what? It's not going to do a damn thing except waste energy. I did some calling and it got me nowhere. I wasted so much time trying to find out some information for what? To put it back on YouTube to tell people? This man is not going anywhere. Because, do you want to know why? When you are part of a system, you can't be stopped. And that's all I have to say about this video. This is Kia Green with Kia Green Productions. And I hope everyone has a good day. And I hope that you take a little bit of fact from this video that I put out. But these issues need to be addressed. If you're going to make videos, why cuss? Why fuss? Why fight? And say all this stuff? Because nothing is going to happen. When you got people that support you and they know that you're not a good person and you're a fraud, basically. You've duped people. You've hoodwinked people. Then if you got supporters that's supporting that, then what can I do? What can my little video do to stop somebody? It's not going to do anything. But anyways, I hope everyone has a great day. And this is Kia Green with Kia Green Productions. See you soon.